Hello everyone, VJose32 back again. It's time for another VJ Reacts to new playing cards and whatnot. Let's look at what's going on Kickstarter. What's new? First of all, the Bicycle Classics Comics playing cards from Classics Playing Cards. Currently 19% funded, 26 days to go. This one is probably going to be a little bit slow in funding. We'll see what happens. It'll probably fund in the end, as most do, but it's had a slow start. Um, Here it is. Classics Playing Cards is actually the son of Mike from Collectible Playing Cards. And this is his second deck. Previously, he did the Classic Monsters playing card. And this one, here's what you get. You see there's monsters, comic book characters actually on the front of the box. They're escaping from within the deck of cards, which is it's interesting. I like that. It actually has a comic book issue number 1 thing on there and 10-cent price tag. And then on the back, an old school advertisement for weapons. Yippee. So yeah. The back design, they're currently putting it up to a vote between one of the two. It's basically the same, except one has a little more yellowy color in the center and the other one's just solid blue. This is not the original back design. The original back design was a borderless back design that had colored circles all over it. It felt very funky and kind of hippie and kind of disco type to me anyways. That's why I kind of felt that, and people just crapped all over it and they said, okay, we'll change it. So far it's gotten a little bit of extra funding since that, but it probably hurt them to have that design. That people didn't like it, people got turned off. The faces, here's the court cards. They're interesting. They got 4 indexes. They got all sorts of weird comic book characters they made up. I don't like that they have these names on here and then you can't even read what it says. Like, what is this? American something. This one is some kind of a man. You know? This one's obviously voodoo. But I mean, some of them, what is this? Dancing bacon? I don't know what it is. But technically, those are, where are we here? Darren Barron, Lava Man, and American Gentleman. Just to let you know. And they don't have the diamonds shown here either. They got everything but the diamonds for some reason. And then the number card's pretty standard. They got dirty faces to them. You know, it's not a bad looking deck, but it could be a little bit better. And then the aces, they're emerging from within the card, it appears. And they got comic book wording on them like zap, flap, zing, boing, all sorts of stuff. So it is what it is. $6,000 gold. We're getting there. We'll see what happens. Moving along. There's been a few decks that funded this week already. The Werewolf deck comes to mind. Buskers comes to mind. Right now the Bolorama deck is almost done. 16 hours to go right now. And then there is the British Monarchy. That's got 14 hours to go. And there's a few others I think that are ending as well. Next up, a new deck from MPC Make Playing Cards called the Impressions Metallic Foil Playing Cards. 95% funded already with 41 days to go. That is a hell of a long project. I don't know why they need 45 days or whatever it was. It's kind of ridiculous. The cards come in red and blue. Nice, shiny, metallic, embossed foil with the Impressions embossing, just like the Impressions deck, but with foil. I'm actually not too sure. So yeah, it's a variation of the First Impressions deck with raised UV embossing. Kind of like the Braille deck, I guess. It says basically, so it's pretty interesting. They're very colorful, as you can see, and shiny. The back design, everything, it's just like the other NPC playing cards. It's their standard back design, kind of a tree of life type thing to it. Red and blue, standard NPC faces, nothing wrong with that. I don't mind them. And here's a little bit of a side by side from the regular one and this new one. You can see it's definitely a bit shinier, and you can see the details a lot cleaner and crisper. So check that out. They're pretty cool. And then there is, moving along, I want to mention this Umbra Obscure playing cards from Roy Rizal. Has a stretch goal. I think it might be $3,000 or something for a white version of the poker themed deck. So be on the lookout for that. Then there is Glass Pack playing cards, primary edition from Simon Bruno. Hopefully it's the only edition, because I mean, sometimes one deck is just enough. It's currently 67% funded, 27 days to go. Oops, we'll get to that one right away. It's not bad. It looks pretty cool, you know, when you're fanning and whatnot. It kind of, you know, gets a bit of a vert feel to it. I've seen other previous color schemes that they had tried out before, and I think this one's the best. It just really pops. And it does have a custom colorful ace of spades, and you see the jokers back there as well. The faces outside of that are standard, and it's being made by EPC, Expert Playing Card, this it say, EPCC. Then there is, oh here, Joker and Thief, that's another one that's ending soon in 3 days. And it's funded now. What else is new? Well, the Fist deck there by Jeff Valent, that one is funded and 70 hours left, it's ending. Then there's this new deck, Basketball Playing Cards, Western Players deck by Casey Hume. And then here we got a deck by Casey Toby, where it's chess playing cards. It's kind of weird. Two KCs with playing card decks at the same time. It's a little bit odd, but as far as I can tell, they're different people. This is not doing good, 20% funded with 20 days to go. Oops, what did I do? Alright, so here's the basketball deck. You know, it's not overly bad. I mean, the back design's pretty cool. It's got that basketball court flooring look to it, and basketball court on it. There's baskets in all four corners, old school baskets. And they actually have a date on the side here. It says December 21st, 1991. And Springfield, whatever that is, Massachusetts, I guess, on the other side. And they also got all four pips on there. I would prefer if it was a mirror image deck without having pips on it and without having this date and place on it. I don't care about the date and the place so much. And here we go. The faces are actually not bad. They're drawn pretty good. They're actual basketball players. And this just launched today, by the way. I don't think I'd really care to see too much this guy's armpits, but whatever. He did remove the players' names. He used to have the players' names on the cards. He's removed that. He had a couple other trademark issues that he removed, I guess, before launching the project, like you know, logos and stuff like that. However, he still has the likenesses of these players, and you know, for me personally, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with somebody else making money off a product that has my face on it without my permission. And I know there's all sorts of, you know, artistic freedoms and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Some people feel it's only a matter of time before this gets shut down for copyright reasons, so we'll see what happens. It's got 4 jokers, as you can see. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I saw it or not, but the queens are actually men. Why not WNBA players? Why not women? I got no idea. To me, it's kind of sexist. Queens are queens. Put women in there. There is women basketball players. There's no reason why they're not in there. It's ridiculous. And the jokers are actually some coaches and whatnot. But I guess it represents, I don't know. Each suit was designed for the purpose of this deck. As you can see, the pips are pretty cool. And the faces look pretty cool. It's a basketball court. I mean, I'm not a huge basketball fan. But I kind of like it. I don't like the front of the box so much, but it is what it is. He's got some stretch goals. I'm not sure if he's going to fund, let alone get the stretch goals. And by the way, he's going to be printed by MPC Make Playing Cards. And it looks like each suit represents a different team, and out of 4 teams. And I'm guessing there's going to be plans for an Eastern team. Or Eastern deck, I should say. So who knows? Excuse me. Let's have a quick look at see if there's anything else here. And this one's almost over as well, and it's not doing good. Might still make it, but right now it's not doing good. It is what it is. I mean, at least, the basketball team deck, it's different, it's unique, and it's not bad, but it could use little improvements. This, by the way, is the Usai Classic. I think that's how you pronounce that name. I don't know how it's pronounced exactly. But they're printed, they're coming soon. I can't wait. They look absolutely gorgeous. I like it. And there's more good news. Coming this Saturday to Kickstarter from Usai, their Brute Terror deck. And on top of that, they decided to create a poker-sized version of the deck of cards. It looks fantastic. I can't wait. I had a feeling they weren't going to do just a project with one deck, because they always seem to have 2 decks in every project, except for like the original Blue Bloods. So I can't wait. 10 a.m. Central Time this Saturday, Kickstarter, April the 18th. Be there. Then there's this one I want to mention. This was launched today, and it was canceled today. It didn't last very long. It's by T. Wadrow's Getting It. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Do You Even America Playing Cards, which is not even a good name. It's just a weird name. 3 different decks, a colored one, which is blue, and then a black one and a white one. He had a whole 6 backers and almost $230 out of a $5,000 goal. I don't think it was going to happen. Here he says, I like this. Uncle Sam, Statue of Liberty, Bald White Eagle, Abraham Lincoln, bacon, and more bacon. Despite the fact that there's nothing bacon related in the deck of cards that I've seen. And for me personally, when I think of bacon, I think of Canada because of Canadian bacon. So I don't even see how that really equates to an American patriotic deck of cards, personally. Here's the faces. They're kind of cartoony and goofy. The Jokers, to me, I find him to be just ridiculous. And, what are they going to say? I mean, it's Abraham Lincoln, and he's being represented as the Joker. I don't think a whole lot of people think of Abraham Lincoln as a joke. And I'm not even American, and I think that's ridiculous. I don't consider it a joke that he should be represented as a Joker. Like I said, what I was trying to say is I felt, it's a little bit disrespectful to have him as the Joker. Put somebody else as the Joker. Put President Bush as the Joker. Or Obama if you want. I don't care. Put somebody else, but not, somebody like deep roots in America, like Abraham Lincoln. A lot of people just probably would not appreciate that. The court cards are repetitive. basically, these two kings are basically the same, and these two are basically the same. Minor differences, but and they're all the same guy. Aces, it's a lot of stars and stripes and red and blue. I I don't mind that they have these extra pips in all the cards in the two corners. It's fine. The jacks, as you can see, are the bald eagle with a lot of stars and stripes. Kind of cartoony and goofy. Then we got the Statue of Liberty. At least they put a woman in this one, not like the basketball deck. But I mean, it's basically the same thing on all the court cards, on all those queens. And then yeah, here's your jokers. Aha. Maybe I'm being more offended than I should be. Here's your back design. This thing is making me dizzy, but the back design is basically what you see on the box, except they've changed the color. The writing is in red instead of white. But it's a one-way back design. It's horrible. It's borderless. I don't like it a whole lot. And then they got these ridiculous coins and nickels and whatever. Who wants those? And then they also have chips and a poker set and way too many add-ons. The number cards are nice. Most of the artwork was okay, but they should have had more court cards than just 3 different images. And then Abraham Lincoln, it seems like it's lacking a lot, in my opinion. There could have been more done to it. And it's already been canceled. And he's got some ambitious stretch goals at up to $80,000. There's not a chance in hell he's going to get $80,000. There's a very slim chance he was actually going to fund $5,000. Never mind $80,000. But somehow, for some reason, he's canceled. I was looking into him. He's got 3 projects now. One of them failed. One of them canceled. And now this one's been canceled. I can't recommend backing any projects from someone like that who fails to see through his projects. He just cancels them and whatnot. We talked about this one. Boom. Then there's this one. This is the Omnia. I mentioned it, I think, before, but it was just known as Codename O. They weren't giving us the name. Now it's called the Omnia. It's got lots of cleavage and tattoos. And it's actually being done by Giovanni of who did the Delirium playing cards, which is the United Cardists 2015 Deck of the Year or whatever it was, 2014. Nice artwork, beautiful. And it's coming to Kickstarter in the near future. There's a bit of a guessing game going on. But there's this one, I think I mentioned it. It's the Love Company and Love of Promise. Actually, it's just Love, Promise of Vow luxury playing cards. Comes in a set. It's like $9, $8 for the set of 2 decks. That's not bad. That's a really good price, actually. It's from Bokobo Company. You can check them out. I think it's bokobo.com. Here's the name. And it's basically a black rider back with black faces and a red rider back with white faces. It's done by Cy Scott, so it kind of reminds me of the Smoke and Mirrors decks, the good ones, the original ones. Not the newer reprints, obviously. And it's not bad. One of them says marry me, the other one says yes I do, or whatever it is. Here's it back. That's the way people posted that. Then there's this coming soon from Jackson Robinson. It says the last deck, the Scarlet Tally Hose, is for his youngest starter, Scarlet. The second one is for his oldest, Claire. And it's the Emerald Edition. Looks pretty nice. But then we get eventually to the back design, which is not even here. Okay. I'll find it though. Oh yeah, breaking news. I apologize. I was expecting there to be an image there, but somehow it hasn't gotten there. I'll get to that one momentarily. There it is. Here's the Emerald Tally Hole. Personally, I like the green that was used on the box. And I was hoping we would see nice green deck of cards because, especially since there's only one version of green tally holds out there. Instead, we get this barely green and purple back. I mean, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's elegant, but a lot of people were not too in love with it. I mean, they like it, they're gonna get it obviously, but it could have been a little bit better in my opinion. And here's the faces, nice green and purple colors. It's great, it's nice. I can't wait. Moving along. We got magicsing.com. Go to his page here, his shop. You'll see a new deck of cards. It's called the Magic Sing playing cards. 14 pounds for one deck. That's like 25 bucks Canadian. It's a little bit pricey. Here it is. It's made by the USPC. The back design, well, you see on the box, nicely, beautifully embossed. The front of the box, by the way, I'm not sure if you'll see it, but apparently it's just a pip, a spade pip. Ace of Spades is not bad with a floral motif. Excuse me, with a floral motif, and the back design, a nice orangey color with another floral motif again, flowers. You see your jokers, you got a reveal. I think it's a three of spades. Court cards are pretty standard with a different color scheme slightly, like orange and reds. Instead of like the usual colors. And they got Indian figures, Indian faces, which is good. It's different, it's unique, it's repetitive. I'm seeing that the king features all the same guy in different poses, the queen features all the same person in different poses, and the jack is all the same guy in different poses. I dislike that. I mean, that's all they can come up with. They can come up with 12 different people. It's a little bit lackluster. But it's not bad overall. So it is what it is. I like his logo. It's a spade pip. The magic and sing together making a spade pip. That's pretty cool. Then there is from Fury 11. You know what bugs me? So many times I see people make comments on forums, especially on like the Fury 11 forum and other forums and whatnot on Facebook. Instead of writing Fury, they write Feroy. It's like, huh? Who the hell is Feroy? Come on, people. Learn how to spell. It's not that difficult. Fury. Not Feroy. I just think it's funny. So they just released this yesterday. It's the Nomad playing cards designed for a hotel in New York City. Or in a collaboration with them. So they'll probably be somewhat limited and probably a one print thing. Who knows if there'll be more colors in the future. Very nice, elegant, sexy box, as you can see. And that's pretty cool. And a nice ace of spades with a little bit of a hint of vintage to it, I think. Let's look at the jokers very quickly. Ooh, look at that. It's Pinocchio. Here's the back design. Lots of detail, pretty cool. And unlike the last deck they did, or one of the previous decks they did, was it the MailChimp or was it the other one? Was it the MailChimp? It was the Contraband. I felt the Contraband just had way too much overkill of details and crap on the back design. You couldn't make out half of what was in there. It was just too much. It was overkill. This is beautiful. It's nicely put together. I got no complaints with that. My biggest complaint, I think, is probably that the faces outside of the ace and the jokers are basically standard. But go figure, it's Figure 11. And that brings me to this. The new deck coming from Illusionist soon, and it's called the Sleepers. Oh, excuse me while I wake myself up. Yes, Sleepers is what they're calling it, because that is the lamest name you could possibly come up with. I mean, are you gonna excite Black Club members and illusionist customers with a deck with a name that puts you to sleep. I mean, give me a break. I like the pips. I like the faces so far. This is all we got. Is a seven of hearts. It's nice. It's different. I don't want to know what the back design looks like, but obviously this is what people are thinking of. It's not that. It could be better. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, let's try to think if there's anything else to tell you about. I mentioned that black diamond the other day. Um, well, I see that the Scarlet Tally Rose is shipping out as well right now, and they just started to do that. And I think that's it for now. That's all I got for now. I will see you next time with more of my reactions to new decks of cards. If I wake up from this illusionist thing. Maybe on Sunday we'll have more images of the illusionist deck. We'll see. I will see you next time. Hello everyone, VJ back again. I just wanted to talk about a couple more decks. First of all, Blue Crown released this like last week. I think I forgot to mention it. Because it was so exciting. NOC V3S. It's a second edition of the NOC V3s. I can't see enough of a difference or reason to buy them. It says the only thing is a subtle enhancement to the stocking finish since EPC has improved the stocking finish. That's it. There's nothing different about them. It's getting less and less differences. They still got the same ridiculous, useless markings and whatnot. That's it is what it is. And they're still available, so they're not flying off the shelves, and there's not that many available. And I believe LegendsPlayingCards.com is also selling them. And then there's, I want to mention this one, Conjuring Arts had a couple new, sort of new, somewhat new, not really new, releases. First of all, a couple of days ago, they started selling the Exquisite Bold for the low price of only $20 each, which is pretty ridiculous. Art of Play, of course, has been selling them for a while and for only like $12, I think it was. It's a little bit better. They're kind of a weird, colorful back design. The nice thing is the gold foiled star in the center. And then there's the other one here is the Classic Gold, which Legends Playing Cards already sold months ago, like Black Friday time. And now they all of a sudden decided to start selling them. They only got 200 available for sale. And these ones, unlike the ones from Legends Playing Cards that I got originally, do not have a numbered seal. It's just a regular Expert Playing Card Company seal. So, I don't know. It is what it is. If you're interested, knock yourself out. Anyways, that's all I got. See you next time.